Yo, what's up? I'm Vaughn. I'm 18. I'm from Goshen, Indiana, and this is Untitled. I grew up with my mom for my whole life. Never really had my dad there, but then when I was like 13, I turned to music, and that's kind of when I was started, and that's why I got this tattoo on my hand to remember the age when I started music. And as it's always like an important part of my life, and it has been, so I just thought it deserved a place on my body. Started in band, and then I went over, after like 2 years, I quit band and I started rapping. In my senior year, but I didn't start taking it seriously till like 6, 7, 8 months ago. And that's when I really like sat down and wanted to get serious with it. Well, I chose music because I'm not that good in school. I never did good in school. My freshman and my sophomore year, I failed every single class. And then I had to pick it back up junior year. But then like with the GPA like that, I mean, college isn't really an option, but I love music and I love making it, and that's how I found out. That's when I turned to music, because I knew that school wasn't an option, like academics wasn't an option for me. And I wanted to make it out of Goshen, do something bigger and better, and spread a word to younger kids and this and that. Like, I just wanted to find a way to spread what I have to say and on a bigger scale, and I wanted to be able to like have a platform to share like my word and what I have to say to the world. I usually do it in the moment type thing, like if I'm walking around and I start to think of something or a story or like that I have to tell, then I'll pull out my phone and start writing then and there. Or if I'm in the studio and I try to think back, I'll start writing and then I'll choose a beat, because I can just conform to any beat that I wanted to. And writing is more like a day-to-day process, that because I want to write stuff that means something to me. I do make bangers sometimes that I just love to like play at a party or something like that, but when I write a song like Drugs, it takes a few days for me to get a story together and like really think about it hard. Childish Gambino was a huge inspiration to me for like my entire life. I started listening to him back in like 2011. Camp was the first thing that I got introduced to by him, or royalty, I don't know. But I started listening to Camp is when I first heard him come out, and then I listened to his first mixtape was Royalty, and that kind of inspired me to like get up and start making music. But I never did back then, and then I kind of came back to it later. But Childish Gambino, Earl Sweatshirt, probably all of Odd Future is something that I listened to growing up and that I really liked. And the internet, I like the internet as well. But yeah, I don't. Eventually, like, I feel like if I always want to add more onto it at a later time or move stuff around, I don't necessarily know when the song is done, because I make tweaks to it here and there, and I don't really know when I'm finished, because I always make tweaks to it or always do something different if I think it sounds good, better than originally. I'm moving to LA in February to kind of go after the dream and have a lot more opportunities, and kind of open doorways and stuff like that. But next step here in Goshen is to do a few shows and kind of make more music. I'm working on an EP right now, a solo one, and that's gonna come out on the 13th of, I think, December. I see myself in LA, maybe on a tour, who knows. I know it's only up from here, and especially with my friends, I mean, we can really do anything that we want to. It's like, I know there's something big in store for us, and that's where I plan to go. I wanted to pursue a few things, like acting, also politics. I wanted to get into that because I have some things to say and ideas to move around and things like that. But yeah, success to me is being able to have everybody that I love comfortable. My friends, my family, my mom, my little brother, sister, things like that. But and also maybe a few nice cars. know what I'm saying? I also wanted to say, don't forget who you are, and always remember that there's something bigger in store for you. I'm gonna be dropping some music here soon that's gonna have some more feeling in it, and talk more about depression. So if you're struggling with that, don't let that consume you. Don't let that be who you are, because you're better than that. And always remember to be yourself. Never forget that.